And what we see in antiquity is the tendency for these civilizations to become interconnective. Interconnectivity is a main theme of the course. It seems as though when societies become interconnected, they have greater potential for growth. So there's the main thing, is growth. The second feature, though, is that interconnectivity puts various civilizations on the same trajectory of growth. And what economic patterns teach us is that growth is not a permanent curve. It is not sustainable in an indefinite period. There is growth, there is conservation, then there is sort of release or collapse, and then there is reorganization. And this is what we see in economic curves. And what we're arguing in this course is that we see it in societal terms as well, that over long periods of time, we're talking hundreds of years, there are these patterns of growth, conservation, release, and reorganization. This is something called resilience theory. And then what we see with interconnectivity is that tendency that interconnectivity can put civilizations that are completely unrelated to each other at distant ends of the globe into the same trajectory of rise and fall. Exactly why rise and fall occurs is another matter. Is it environmental? Or is it that societies tend to develop themselves to the point where they exhaust the available resources and can't go, no technologies to take it to another level? My own feeling is that's the predominant feature here, is that societies have a tendency to sort of grow to the limits of their ecological niche, and it takes some sort of technological advances to take it to another level. And when it doesn't, there is conservation and then release and reorganization. The nature of the regrowth of civilization is largely dependent on the ability of that society to maintain its recursive institutions, its technologies, its schools, so that it can sort of rebound in that sense. So that's the main theme of the course. We're going to be looking at this notion, this pattern of rise and fall. Through the Bronze Age, there were maybe 3 collapses of the Bronze Age, one in the early Bronze Age, one in the middle Bronze Age, one definitely in the late Bronze Age. And then there's another phase like this in the classical period with the collapse of world civilizations at the end of the Roman era, starting around 200 AD. And we'll stop with that.